Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here. Got another Star Trek Ships of the Line calendar review. This time the 2011. Now let's start off with the front cover. Now this looks like, to me, it's obviously concept. All of these are anyway. One of the first ones I've actually seen the Enterprise A in. You know, there were one where you could see the Galileo 2 shuttlecraft. And that was just flying around the planet at the centre of the galaxy, which they had on the Star Trek 5. But did we see Excelsior in Star Trek 5? I don't know whether we did. I think we possibly might have done. If not, it's 5 or 6. But this is obviously inside the space dock, Starbase 1. Shuttle pod attached, Excelsior ready for having a bit of a mission. In and out work bees. Miranda class in the back corner there. We always saw that on Star Trek 3, I think it was, Star Trek 4, when the whale probe attacked. You could just barely see a Miranda class in the back corner. There's nothing else on there, you can tell, just shuttle pods, travel pods. Yeah, that's really, really good there. Good lighting on this to make it look like it's dark, but it's not, it's really well lit. Yeah, okay, so let's start off onto the widescreen ones. Now this is an absolute beaut of a ship. The Enterprise XCV, is it 330? The Great Experiment. Now they've done an Eaglemoss model of this, and it's absolutely stunning. The ship, it's such a different design. It's almost like this is just one pod there that you can probably have a toilet at the back and a bedroom here and a bridge there, like a little small mini sub or something. And you might have to crawl around here to get the engineering section, but it's these two rings. It's different sort of propulsion instead of a warp drive than what they would actually have. It's one where they actually would have a... Oh, is it an Orion drive that they're supposed to be working on now, where it would just constantly bang, 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 explosions behind the ship, and the explosion would push the ship forward all the time. That's possibly what that is. I completely forgot what you call the actual drive. I don't know if it's theorising. I think they're trying to do something with it, but don't hold out hope. We're all going to Mars this weekend. Well, maybe one day. I realise it was always a concept that was on Star Trek 1, the motion picture. You could see it on the in the recreation deck. You could see it around there, and you'd barely notice it, but keen-eyed among us did definitely see it. But we finally got a model of it and got some really good artistic renderings of these. Really, really great. Right, this is obviously the year or so afterwards the reboot Star Trek came out. The Uss Kelvin on patrol. This is the ship, the NCC's, I don't understand, 0514, why put the 0 on it? I've never done that before. Well, this is obviously on patrol before the, for the incident with the Romulan ship. 2 moons here. They're getting better and better on the models on these. I mean, this is obviously a digital artwork anyway. Digital ship, it's not real models. Our class, if there is a proper model that's actually being filmed as real, and the CGI stuff is good. I really like it. But I'm a proper model person. I can see it, I can feel it. If I can make it myself, then it's a lot better for me. Well, the USS Kelvin, I mean, it looks like engineering section up here with a massive shuttle bay, but that's an engine. So would that be the engineering section? That's more of a, I don't know. Maybe I'd love to look at the blueprints of the Kelvin. Very, very good. Great detail. Right. March. Okay. Weird. Long range confirmation. Confirmation of what? Confirmation that it's a weird looking ship. See, it's a Romulan. It's on its side. But the wings are also upwards, because that's a proper bird of prey. No, warbird, sorry. And that's kind of like a mega ship or something. So it would be like, let me get this on, like that, sort of. So why they've done it that way around for the picture, I will never know. Kind of really odd. Long range confirmation that they've got a big ass ship. But this is the right way around anyway, for the design of the actual wings. Oh, they've got double bussard collectors on the front of them. Different. Not too keen on the actual artwork on this. It looks a bit linified, very borgified, the actual detail on this. I'm not quite keen. So let's get on to April. Well, that's a different design. That's a different... That K... No, K, obviously a battle cruiser, Klingon battle cruiser. Is it a D4, a D5? With the Enterprise over here. Like these parts on them themselves, everything's lit up. These were never lit up on the original. In my model I have upstairs, I have made mine glow. The nacelles, and it does look really good. It gives a different depth on it. But I've got another one which hasn't, so it's more traditional. Dome of the bike, the blue lighting behind it. There's a lot of extra different thought of detail on this. These engines on the back kind of look a little bit like the torpedo launchers, but they're not. It's the same, it juts out a bit, so there's less detail of what actually was in the original model. High voltage paint scraper. Okay. High voltage, yeah. Looks like he's missed, to be honest. Shoot across the bow. Shoot them in the ass. Yep. Very different. Very, very different. Quite like that, but very different. Can't do the voice. Right, this is obviously the Mutara... I want to say the Mutara Nebula, but it's not. Where's the planet there? Oh, they're taking license with it. Yes. 701 versus Reliant from Star Trek 2. That's obviously got to be the Genesis planet. That's got Mutara Nebula, but it's not. But some great detail on this. And the windows and bridge section up here. 1864. The Reliant was. It's the 1701, undamaged. Yeah. Strange thing about the Reliant, they've got obviously these phaser banks like the Enterprise has underneath. They've probably obviously got, and they're set on the bottom as well, like the Enterprise has on the top. But they have these massive. They're not torpedo launchers. They're like different sort of phaser banks, and the torpedo launchers at the front as well as Enterprise having down here. Rejigging for a different class of ship. Right, on to June. Right. Love it or loathe it, we are or were stuck with it. This is the Mark 1 version of the reboot JJ Prize. Now, after making this model, I've got a bit more respect for it. It looks good. It looks like a different Trek taken instead of Trek not taken. Some great details which look exactly like the refit, the original. There's a lot of good blending in there, but it has to change. You can't just do exactly the same. There has to be a re-thought of it all, which is a shame. You know, the space dock down here. Now, I'm going to do something I've done before on these. I'm going to zoom in just for you. Because you've got your space dock there. There's an extra ship down here. Ships here. I think that's a Mayflower, that one. I'm not quite sure. 2 cells on top. Same again. One underneath. It's like they changed every single ship. Just for no reason. But oddball space station. Very odd. We only saw the K7 sort of space station from the on the original series, which looked okay for the time. It just when they come out with Space Dock 1 or Starbase 1 at round Earth, kind of changed a lot of things. Well, quite like that. As you can see inside the bridge there. Should we have a quick spy, see if we can? And that's gone so grainy. No, that's not. Let's never do that again. So let's go for, well, I'll assume we've got a center page on this. Oh, okay. Now we have a different angles of the ring ship, the 330. That looks like it's the main section through the middle without the rings on. It's almost same as in the calendar here, side on view. But also we've got the refit version. This is Doug Drexler, has to be Art Doug Drexler, which is, he did this. He got the idea that Series 5 for Enterprise should be, yeah, you've got your Enterprise like that, but it needs upgrading, so they would have left it in and grafted on a secondary hull to it. Exactly the same, because these bits would go down to there, then they would go into this section up here. But I think, yeah, because this engineering section that would have been here would have been further up on this normal model, been across here. So they've actually dropped that way down and just dumped it on the back of the secondary hull section. Bit weird, but did put it back into line of a standard classic ship. Changed the nacelles, so they had these antenna points or whatever they are. Don't know what the points on the front bits are there. Don't know the technical term for them. Very nice, very interesting. On to July. Now that looks like a Klingon. Oh, come on. Know your Klingons. Klingon repair dock. Licking their wounds. I don't know what model that one was. I know we've had it in the Starships collection. Is it an old bird of prey? Might be an old bird of prey. I think it probably is. I don't know what the augments had. Well, it just shows that the Klingons are so, look like they're industrial. Even possibly Borgish. A lot of green around. Not 100% certain. It's, but yeah, like a big warehouse. A lot of scaffolding, a lot of boxes. Yeah. August time. Doomsday Machine. Now that's a very well detailed constellation. 1017. Smashed in, destroyed, crashed, holes, front section gone. Wow. The bridge blown out as well. That's a really beaten up ship. Bits of asteroids obviously been taken out by the Doomsday Machine. Wow, that's ridiculous. Looks like it's really gone through the wars. So, let's go on from August to September. Now we have this refit NX class. Back and packing. Okay. So you have this primary hull there. Looks a little smoother for some reason. I don't think those, they're more thruster jets instead of anything. I bet you there'd be differences on here, but I've not got any reference to see. Slightly different nacelles coming down to here, which would have gone back into. So they've added on this extra, the pylon there into the secondary hull and bolted this underneath. You've still got the shuttle pods there, the shuttle bay. So that'll be an awkward fly off somewhere. You have to come around the back and dock in, unless they did a shuttle bay around here. And that's just an emergency one. Well, then space dock. Anything extra we can see on here? On the space dock parts, there's an arm there. And it's definitely a different ship. The NX01, definitely different. On to October. A mock time. Okay. That does look a very classic Enterprise, that, doesn't it? The Shuttlecraft Galileo coming into dock, but they haven't opened the doors yet. That's very, very classic. Some good. Really much like the original model. Without even looking too much, you would say that is the original model. And good weathering on the Galileo. It's a little bit out of focus, but does look as traditional as what you'd expect. Probably, I'd say a couple of windows missing maybe, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's quite good, that. Very good. A lot of the way you don't really see a lot of detail on these until you construct the models, like these squares underneath here. They're just... Is that a panel that drops out crap from the nacelles? Landing lights. It's like all the numbers that they have on the sides. You can't really tell on here. The original model did have numbers all over it for the sections. Now, what on earth is going on here? Okay, for November we have Concept Crazy. Okay, what the hell? It's like a Nebula class with an Excelsior sort of style design. 1778A. Can't tell what ship that is. That looks like the science vessel back end of it with refit nacelles and a refit dish. Definitely different. You got another Excelsior type possibly over there with the John Glenn 2707. That's a definite different one. I mean, there's the USS Glenn, which is the sister ship to the Discovery in the Discovery series, which looks very, very good. I'd love to get a hand on one of those. Unfortunately, the half of them are being sold in America at the Las Vegas Star Trek convention. The other half are going to be in Birmingham pretty soon. I'd love to get hold of one. Unfortunately, no tickets for Birmingham. But let's see what happens. See if I can get hold of one. That's a Sun Tzu. Art of War. Finally, December, we have Starfleet Clean. What? Have they brought everything up the floor? So they can sweep the floor up? No. Galileo. The Enterprise E. Okay. So, you never really saw many. You saw the Argo, which that shuttlecraft is. The McCall, Jaeger. Can't tell at all. 1701E, the Shuttle Bay. I can't remember if you actually saw the Shuttle Bay on the Enterprise E. I saw the ship coming out of the back end of it, the Argo, on a mission. But I don't know whether you saw the full interior or not. Probably did. Really nice picture there. So, out of the back. Smaller picture of all the ones inside it as a reference. So, really good that they keep doing this. So that's 2011 done. So, thanks for watching. And like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.